everybody, welcome back to another One Piece chapter review and discussion. Today we'll be talking about chapter 1083. Yeah, let's just jump into it. So, chapter 1083, before we actually get into the main part of the chapter, let's talk about the cover of the chapter, which isn't very fitting for his character, but it is quite nice nonetheless. It shows Doflamingo given a bird his coat, just so you know the bird can stay warm. A little baby bird, and Doflamingo's taking care of it. Very cute from a man who literally owns the slave trade. But he's such a goofy little guy. I feel like I'm a Griffith fan right now. This is the kind of level I'm going on to. I don't think Doflamingo's quite that bad, but he's certainly up there. Um, some of the stuff he does off. Um, in this chapter, like the big things that are happening, and then two like finally shows me what actually on in the Reverie. I'm willing to bet some people make. I didn't. For some reason, this didn't connect in my mind. I will explain that in a bit, but let's actually get back to shall we? Of the last chapter showed Dragon and Ivankov starting to talk to each other. Sabo explained that he accomplished his three goals: destroy the pantry in Marie Joie, burn down like their living quarters, and he also slaved some of the slaves. No, freed some of the slaves. So pretty good overall. He managed to accomplish his goals, and in doing so, he even like riled up the entire world. They literally had a declaration of war to the world government. It was great. Alba accomplished his goals, and it all makes sense. It's all good, but we then get introduced to people who will be after Sabo, and Dragon and Ivankov both look genuinely worried about it. And this has had people up in arms for days. There's one person outlined here. There's a few outlines. You can't really tell who they are. There's so many weird looking like outlines for characters in One Piece that this could be just about anyone. But people have been up in arms whether this is the Mountain Bandit, who is so insignificant, from literally Romance Dawn, or it's Shanks. Either one of them, they're called the Holy Knights. Now, I personally don't know what the thing is with these. I feel like, have they been introduced before? I don't think they ever have. I've seen somebody say Arlong was a part of them, but it's just I'm pretty sure that was a meme. I think. But I don't know what's with these like holy knights. They could be interesting, I suppose. But seeing as we haven't really been introduced to any of them yet, I find it'll be a bit difficult to really figure out what's going on, because it's like, yeah, they're just like introducing like a whole new roster of characters. This the series, it just doesn't seem like something Oda would do. He's all for foreshadowing, so I don't know. But then we actually cut to Sabo's story of everything that happened at Marijwa. So first of all, he sets fire to the pantry. That was the first attack. You know, first of all, as one celestial dragon puts it, first of all, you burn down our like housing, and then you burn down our 5-star meals. What's wrong with you, man? What are we gonna have to do? Live like peasants? Like, I feel bad for these celestial dragons. I really do. Poor guys. How they're not gonna be able to enjoy their 5-star dishes anymore. They're gonna have to do with like, I don't know, maybe 4-star or something. Poor guys. Um, But no, he burns them down, and then something really cool happens. A character that hasn't had a lot of chance to shine in the entire series shows up again, and this guy's devil fruit I actually love, which is Karasu. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure this is the case. I believe Karasu in is like crow in Japanese. I don't know entirely, but I'm pretty sure, which would be pretty fitting as he's practically made of crows. Um, he has some very cool attacks. We get to see. I'm gonna try and say his name right, but I think I'm gonna butcher it. So, Lindenberg, but there's no un. So maybe it's just Lindbergh. Either way, he's pretty cool as well. He shoots some things. Um, but no, they basically just rampage all over Marijois. You know, your boy Morley tries to fight uh, that one guy, Ryokugyu. I still can't say his name right, and that's why I'm just going to refer to him as Green Bull because saying his actual name is is pain. I can't say it for some reason. I'm able to pronounce a lot of the names, but this one, no, I can't do it. But no, Morley's holding his own mainly because they've had a handicap, but we do see some people we haven't seen in a while. We see the rest of CP9, well, CP0 now most likely, but we see the rest of them because mostly we've just been seeing Lucci and Kaku, but now we're getting to see all of them. I think Bluno's there. We saw Bluno in One Piece Film Red, but we haven't really seen him aside from that. But you know, I'm happy to see that they're back, and this is where everything connected for me. Right at the end of the chapter, somehow I didn't put two and two together that Kuma was a slave in Marijois, and who also happened to be in Marijois at the time they were trying to get Kuma out of there. His daughter. And where is his daughter now? In literally Egghead Island. She's literally a part of the main plot. Like, no matter how we look at this, this is the side story at the moment. Egghead is the main plot. So like I did think it was a bit strange. I was like, why isn't she in Marijois? How did she get here so fast? And to be fair, it does say it happens a couple of weeks prior. But even then, you would have to have some ungodly luck to be able to get from Marijois. First of all, you're a fugitive in Marijois, all right? And then you have to get out of Marijois all the way to the near end of the new world if you want a chance at getting to Egghead Island. You're going to need the luck of a sort of like rich king in the I don't know 800 BC. I don't know. But no, she could have pulled it off, but the likelihood is that she didn't. And for some reason, this didn't click in my mind. Really showing my intelligence here. But Kuma has the ability to teleport people. Who's she trying to get out of there? Kuma. Well, realistically, I don't know how this didn't click sooner. But no, Sabo's about to save Kuma. You know, St. Charles is planning his revenge on Shirahoshi because, you know, how dare she? How dare, like, another celestial dragon stop me from, like, you know, enslaving a princess. I don't know how he thought that was going to work, but to be fair, he is a celestial dragon. They're not exactly the smartest of people, but, you know. Sabo and Bonnie are both trying to save Kuma, but neither of them know each other are there. For some reason as well, I thought back when Reverie was happening that Sabo and Bonnie were on the same side. They're not. They are just two different. They're just working for their own goals. Some reason, again, this didn't click. I really don't get how it's not clicking with me, but who knows? But Sabo is gonna uncuff Kuma, but then we actually see Cobra and Vivi. Vivi's storming off because she wants to go protect Shirahoshi, and Cobra is being given an audience with the Celestial. not the celestial dragons. He's already seen them, and it wasn't a good time. No, to be fair, I don't know anyone who'd be all too happy about meeting a celestial dragon, aside from York. But uh, he's got an audience with the five elder stars, and this is a big thing for him. An audience with the five elder stars is big. Like even amongst the celestial dragons, they're big shots, and because of this, Cobra may actually have something in mind. I don't know what his plan is. I don't know why he's going to see them, but it does make me think that Shanks was the one who killed Cobra. I think realistically, like, how else would it make sense? Unless the five elder stars are all ripped in their own right, I don't see how they'd have killed him. Like, he wasn't particularly strong. There was five of them, but I can't see their lanky ass, flipping old man looking at his body. He's trying to kill Cobra, and I just don't see how that's gonna work. So it would make a lot of sense. Who's having a meeting with them? Shanks. It would make a lot of sense if Shanks was the one who killed Cobra. However, at the end of the day, I don't really know. Can't say anything on that at the moment. Either way, though, the chapter was really good. I really loved this chapter. Like, they just keep getting more and more peak. Like, the Goat Oda really does know what he's doing, doesn't he? Like, somehow they're just getting better and better. They're not, like, slowing down at all. They're getting better and better. There is no time for One Piece to slow down anymore. It's just gradually rising at this point, and I love it. It's great. It's so good. But yeah, that is the end of the chapter, and that's the end of this review. So yeah, before I go though, I want to say again, I've been doing a lot of editing recently, and this video will not be heavily edited, unlike past ones. And that's simply because I just don't have time to. I don't say that as like I can't be bothered, don't have time, don't want to. I literally don't have time. I am sitting my GCSEs, and for those of you who don't know, they're basically exams in Britain. So if you're outside of Britain, you don't know what a GCSE is. It's an exam at the end of school. So these will change my life. I may go to college, I may not if I fail them. So, I have to focus on them currently, and I cannot focus on the channel. However, when I can start making videos regularly, well, more regularly again, I will. But until then, the videos are going to be much shorter, with less editing, and yeah, they're going to be coming out less regularly because I just don't have time, and I'm really sorry about this, but I'll be uploading like normal when all my exams are finished. So by the end by mid July, I'll be able to be making videos regularly again. I'll be away in June, and then I'll be away at the end of the June. At the end of the June, no, just at the end of June. Then I'll be back mid July, and I'll be ready to make videos again. I can promise you that. Anyways, if that's all, uh, say it like say it like I'm I've asked you if you wanted something, but no, that's all for today. Hope you have enjoyed, and goodbye. See you next time.